Hello there, and welcome to Mystic Break. My name is Sean, and this is the fourth episode of the Black Falcon Fortress that I have been running. The Bridge, it is entitled. I've decided to do a bit of a build along for this episode, and, hope you enjoy that. So, without any further delay, let's just get into it. Starting out with a 32 by 32 base plate here, and I'm creating just a little bit of a border because what I'm going to do is put 4 16 by 16 base plates on top of this. This is just so that I get a bit of a more secure base, and it just makes it easier to move around and less flimsy. So that's kind of the point here. So I'm just putting down some bricks now to make sure that I can get that properly secured, and then I'll be putting those plates on top. Here we go with the plates now, just putting those down. These are obviously more sturdy than your basic base plate and provide that stability that I'm looking for. So I begin every plate like this, and then I'm just going to start putting down the bricks for the actual bank section that will lead into the river over here, and scaling that up accordingly. I put a solid layer down for all of this just so I get that nice firm structure as well. Then eventually I'm going to move into doing some of the rock work that's on the side of the bank here, and then I'll put down some green bricks to emulate the foliage and the movement into the natural forested terrain. And then I will be skipping ahead a little bit. I'll do another tutorial on bigger trees at some point, and I will also do one on bridges. This is a very simple bridge. It's using the 1x10 arch and just layering on top of that. Nothing too complicated about that. Using the masonry for brickwork. And then what I'm going to do is end up putting down a cobbled surface. So I'm going to use the rounded tiles for that, and some ingots as well. And some of the rounded tiles, with the holes and knobs so that I can attach minifigs to them where I like. Now we're looking pretty good, and I'm going to add the translucent blue bricks now to emulate the water. I would have done this before building the bridge, but I didn't have the pieces yet. I was waiting for those to arrive, and I'm impatient, so I just, continue to build. But usually I would probably lay this down first just so that I don't have too much in the way. And then this right here is just how I'm going to do a jumping salmon. I've taken a headlight brick, a translucent white headlight brick, and secured a translucent handle piece into the back of that, and then attached the salmon to the knob of that piece. I think it makes for a really nice effect, and I'll probably use this technique again. Just continuing to lay down more of those 1x2 translucent bricks, some 1x1s in there where I need them. I'm going to put down 2 layers of this, essentially. Something I noticed about the translucent bricks that I recently bought is that they are actually different colors. I don't know if this is known in the community. I'm sure it probably is at this point, but I didn't know this. Those translucent blues come in different shades. I guess it depends on where you're getting them from. But anyway, it doesn't make too much of a big difference, but it is noticeable. I'm putting some rock work down here using more cheese slopes and roof tiles to get a nice effect. And then, we're just going to continue to build more of the river. Putting more of the top layer down now, and I'm going to put some fishes in here. The way that I try to get these inset without them being just flat against the bricks is to put little rounded studs in there to sort of prop them up, and then I'll just keep putting more of the bricks around them, and that seems to work really well, actually. And then what I'll do is put 1x4 translucent blue tiles over those. It covers them quite nicely. And then, of course, alternating with all the other 1x2 tiles and the translucent cheese slopes. And that gets for a really nice effect, I think. Creates rapids in the river that look pretty good. Alright, here we have our completed base plate with everything built. I think it's looking pretty good. We'll go over the details here in a second. But yeah, this tree turned out really nicely. It's very secure and not too flimsy at all. And I've added quite a few little animals in there in the river, and we'll get a better look at that here in a second. Paring down the river system from 3 bricks high to 2 bricks high, so I've got a little cascade here at the front. Yeah, all looks good. Let's look at minifigs now. I'm including this little lass. She has the leg piece from the Witch D&D set and is our Black Falcon Herald. She's got a letter and a really cool rapier and a horse as well. All pretty cool. And then this little guy is a flower merchant, and he's making his way up to the castle with some flowers to sell. Let's put them in situ now, so I'm just going to place that herald right on top of the bridge. Give her some space there so that the drawbridge can come down when we put that next to the other plate. And then the little flower merchant I'm going to put just coming up the stairs over here, making his way up, and he's going to be walking right beside the goat herd who's having a nap under that tree, and we'll get a look at him later too. But yeah, this all turned out great. I'm feeling really good about this, and I think it's pretty spiffy. Let's take a look at that whole plate now under some better lighting, and you can see a bit more of these features come to life. We'll get a look at the river as we come around here, and you can see a bit more of the creatures around the river. So the little frogs hanging out there. There's a crab trying to catch a fish, Here's our herd of goats just hanging out under the tree. We got some squirrels and birds hanging out in the branches there. You can see that there's a cheeky little peasant boy with a slingshot, and he's aiming to shoot those goats, those poor unsuspecting goats. Our herald obviously has a very important message to deliver concerning the happenings in the realm and whatever nefarious things are afoot. Important news all. Our little flower vendor is coming up from the village not far away to sell his wares, and he probably has a sweetheart that he's hoping to meet at the castle as well. But I think that's a nice little look at everything, and now let's look at this plate next to all the others. So this is the entire diorama so far. I think it's coming together quite nicely. I'll get a more sturdy flat table at some point, and some of those seams there will disappear that you see between the plates, but it all connects very well. And here's a drawbridge coming down so that the herald can make her way forward. That all fits in quite perfectly. And again, yeah, there's that look at the river all the way up to the waterfall. I think the next plate that I'm gonna build will be off to the right of the gatehouse, and probably do more of the pigsty and a chicken pen and a barn section too. So look for that in the next episode. I'm also hoping to get some lights at some point in the near future to light this whole mock-up. I think that would add a nice element to it. So look out for that as well. Just wanted to say thank you again for all the support that I'm receiving on this channel. Got up over 400 subscribers within 2 weeks here, so that was a big jump, and I'm really grateful for all of that. This is such a great community, so many wonderful builders out there, and I feel like it's a growing community, and that's really great. Please consider subscribing if that's something you would like to do. It definitely helps the channel to grow even more. And give a like if you've liked what you've seen. Of course, any comments that you want to leave are always appreciated. I love engaging with the community too. So really hope that you've enjoyed this latest video. Look out for more of the in-between series, sort of tutorial expository series I'll do on single plate builds. Those are really fun. I'm really enjoying doing those. And yeah, I'll probably be putting out some shorts very soon. Thinking I'm just going to go ahead and build that second series of Black Falcon Night habitats. I really enjoyed doing that as well. So thank you again, and I'll play you out at the end here with some still shots. But until next time, bye-bye now.